Hello everyone, I am back from vacation from Christmas holiday. Went home to Texas with my husband and we had a great time with my family. So I wanted to come back and film a video using the Going Coconuts palette. One of my friends actually requested a more neutralized eyeshadow tutorial, so we're finally going to dig into this palette. I've actually had it since the Coconut collection dropped, but I have actually not ever dug into it. So these colors are actually super great, very neutral, very easy to use. I got the whole collection, so I have the cheeks, I have the little flash things that you can add. Those are for super fun times. I think during the summer, this palette, this whole collection will be a blast. I was a little surprised that they actually didn't drop this palette closer to summertime, but it's always summer in Florida, so I can just wear this anytime. So we're going to dig into that. I've already prepped my face and everything. Eyebrows are done. Foundation is set. I use, of course, my Juvia's foundation, my Juvia's concealer. I set that with the Selfie Ready Joa translucent powder, and that one actually sets everything down. Nothing is moving. It even set everything in my little wrinkles that I got here. Anyway, so without further ado, let's dig in. All right, so I have quite a few eye brushes, and of course there's some cheek brushes in here too. I keep a lot of eye brushes around because I switch up brushes so much, and then there are some that stay stained from reds, purples, those deeper toned colors that they're never going to come clean again. So I try to stay with one brush on those kinds of colors. I have a Jeffree Star collection of brushes that I don't know why, I just keep them put aside because they're very special to me. They actually stay in a closed container so nothing can get on them. I've used a few of them, but I don't know. They're just really special and I never dig into them. So I don't know. I guess I suppose it's pointless that I have them. Anyway, so we're going to first dig in with some blending brushes. Your blending brushes are going to be your bigger fluffy brushes that look a little bit like this. There's a couple of different ones because I have all kinds of different brands. I have some from Luxie, some from Moda. This one is I picked this one up from actually TJ Maxx. This is the Olivia Lane collection. And this one actually says a detail brush, but it looks more like a blending brush to me. This is also just a knockoff brand at TJ Maxx. I always pick up brushes everywhere, and I'm one of those weird people that I go through and I touch all the brushes. So yeah, I'm weird. I just realized how weird that was. But either way, I don't want to be beating my face with brushes that hurt my eyeballs. So if I ever get some, like I get the BoxyCharm collection, I get FabFitFun, which I don't think I've ever gotten makeup brushes from before, but I have gotten them in other boxes that I used to be subscribed to. I actually just got an email saying I was going to get an Allure box as like a little thing that I was doing on Instagram. So I don't know if they put brushes in theirs or not, but if they're ever hard, I do not use them. This one is from one of the BoxyCharm brushes I got, and I don't know, this one's really soft. This is also a BoxyCharm brush. So theirs actually have been super good. But I was trying to use one of their facial brushes. It's a big brush that I have right here. And it's soft, but when I went to go use it, I was not impressed with it. But it's sad because it's really soft. So it just kind of stays back there. I don't usually ever give brushes away unless I know I'm just never going to use them again. So I always keep a good hefty selection of blending brushes and eye brushes because you can just never have enough eye brushes. So we're going to start with these little fluffy brushes. Like I said, I go through a bunch of these when I'm doing because I lay down a nice neutral tone color, then I kind of do a deeper color, then I do a deeper color, and then we kind of start blending things out. The look that I'm going to be doing today is just a very natural looking eye. We're not going to go overboard. We're not going to do falsies. We're not going to do anything like that. It's going to be a very neutral, very easy. I don't want to say mom makeup, but it's going to be one of those eye looks that you can do pretty quickly. I like to try to do 10-minute makeup in the mornings before I get ready for work because I'm not a morning person. Every once in a while I'll feel really good and spunky and I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I'll do a big eye look. But typically I do not do that. You're lucky if you see eyeshadow on me at work. So, all right, let's get started. So the first color we're going to go into is going to be Shredded, and it's this little color right here. And we're just going to pop that right on in. And what I love about Colourpop is their collections, or if you just buy their things single, is that you get a lot of product. You get a lot of product, you get a lot of good product for a very inexpensive price. I actually have a lot of their products, and I just can't justify paying so much more money for other collections when I get so much pigment and payoff for paying a lower amount for these types of palettes that I get. I have their So Jaded palette, which has a lot of mixed colors. I have a Disney Masquerade that was a gift to me. I also just got the Anna palette that was a gift to me, and a Flutterby, which I have probably a good 10 Colourpop palettes, and I love each and every one of them. I just can't buy anything else unless it's super special to me, because the Colourpop is great. And I love that they have like color coded palettes. Like these are all neutrals, and you can go with the honey palette, which is a lot of yellows. They have orange, strawberry, just a lot of different ones. So what we do with this color right here is we just pop right into that crease, and you're just laying down basically a nice neutral color to kind of start the eye look. And there's no like wrong way to do it. Let me turn my lights down a little bit because it's kind of washing it out. There we go. And I just go back and forth. Windshield wiper moves. That's all you got to do. Like I said, TJ Maxx is a really good place to get brushes. Actually, Walmart carries Moda too. Real Techniques, great brushes. You don't have to go in and buy super expensive brushes to get great eye looks. You need good brushes, but you don't have to have really expensive brushes. I mean, they're great. Don't get me wrong. They're wonderful, but you don't have to have them to do the look. So the next one we're going to go into, we're going to go with Lovely Bunch, which is actually just right under it, right here. And we're going to use a different brush, and we're just going to go right into the crease. So this one's just a little bit deeper. Let me turn my other light down too because it's awfully bright back there. I hope if I hit the right button. All these lights you have to get this done. Okay. I love neutral palettes. They're just so universal. Because they're just good with typically everyone and with everything. It doesn't matter what you're wearing. Sometimes I match my shadows with what I'm wearing, and other days I don't, which is why I like neutral palettes, because I don't have to worry about what I'm wearing that day unless I just already know. When I wear my red scrubs, I do love to dig into my Blood Sugar palette, just because it's so red and so fun, and it's a time when I can play with color and really get into the fun of makeup and experimenting with different colors and techniques. But sometimes I just like to do normal eyeshadow, normal looks, fast looks. So you pretty much just go into that crease, deepen it up to give it some definition, and that's it. So that's where we are with that one. Back and forth. And don't worry about getting out of line here. We're going to blend. We're going to do a little blendy blend. I'm going to deepen this one a little bit more on the outside. Get on that brow bone. There we go. So the next color we're going to jump in with, we're going to go a little more orangey, and we're going to go in with Shell Yeah, which is on the other side over here. And I'm going to use a little bit of a different brush. So this brush is going to be a little bit less packed together, and we're going to be able to move it around a little more. Another brush that you can use that's like this, there's one from Moda. I don't think, and this one's called the BMX 466 shade. And it's loosely packed as well. I don't know if this set comes at Walmart. This one came, I don't remember where I got these from, actually. One of the boxes. But it's going to look kind of like this. Just another loosely packed brush. Any of these will work for you for this look. So, first what we're going to do is, remember that Colourpop is very pigmented. So a little bit goes a long way. You can take it off, you can put more on, but it's a little harder to blend it out if you put too much in. So we're just going to kind of go in the crease a little bit and down. And you're just kind of giving this shade down here a little look. And then when you go up right here, you're going to start carving out this V on your eye. Right here. And then blend upwards. Back down. Carve that V. Done. See? You just carved out the V of your eye right here. That's it. And you just packed it in there. We're going to put a little bit more on our thing. Whenever you get eyeshadow on here, tap right here. See all that? A little extra. Get that off your brush so you don't fall, so it doesn't fall on your face. I don't actually mind fallout with great makeup. A lot of people don't like the kickback and the fallout, but as long as the palette is high quality, and it's made and you're getting that pigment payoff, it doesn't bother me. Now if I'm losing more out of the pan than I am in use, I have a little problem with that. I'm trying to use the product, not waste it. So that's what that eye looks like now. Difference between the two. Okay, so now we're going to do the same thing with this one. Go in the crease, get that started. Get your little V going on this side. And then we're going to shade down. And we're going to start that V. And I would tell you, it's always so hard to me to always match both eyes on the outside. I would spend a lot of time perfecting the corners of my eye, whether it's eyeliner, eyeshadow. Doesn't matter what it is. I always tell myself, just like your eyebrows, they're not twins, they're cousins. Sometimes cousins from, a trailer park, but cousins nonetheless. Keep shading. And basically what you're doing is just blending. You're just going to blend all those colors together. So, do your V. Got it going. See? This one's a little less V-like. This one's not. Little wipe away. That's it. It's easy to fix. All right, a little more on there. Deepen up that shade right here. All right, there's that color. So the next shade you're going to go down is you're going to start defining the darker part of the eye right through here, okay? And you basically darken the V and you come over a little bit, and then over here we're going to cover that with a different color, and then you blend them together, okay? So for this part of the eye, you're going to need more of a flat brush. The brushes that I use for this are typically, let me find them, they're hiding. This one will work, this one, that's too fluffy. No. Where did you go? No. So the two, man, I have a lot of brushes. The one we're going to use, I have two right here. So there are two different kinds. Here's one with the little point on it. And it's one of those just from TJ Maxx that I'd gotten in a box, in a little collector's box. This one right here is actually Luxie. It's a small shader, which to me, it really does help with the smallness of the V that you're doing here. It's a little bit stiffer. This one's not as stiff, but this one has a point. So both of these brushes are great. This is a darker color, so we are going to go with the Luxie brush, and we're going to dig into Nutty right here in the corner. And like I said, a little bit goes a long way. So what I do is I just kind of press my brush in there. I don't dig the brush in there. Just tap it in there a little bit. Tap on here, and it stays on here. This pigment, or this color, doesn't go anywhere unless you want it to. So what we're going to do here is I go through and I start packing the color on my eye. A little bit at a time. And you're only going to do it about, not quite, well, maybe about halfway over your eye. I'm going to put a little more on there. There we go. So this is where you're actually going to make that V. So now that we have defined that part, we're going to switch to the other brush and get some more shading done. Okay. And basically, whenever you're doing this, you just want to bring it over to the nose. Okay. So now that we're halfway over the eye, 2/3 over the eye, get it right over here, this eye, with that part, it's done. We're going to pull this color underneath the eye as well to bring it all together. All right, onto the other eye. So we're going to go back to the smaller brush. We're going to define out that line. I'm going to pack some on there first. Then we'll start to define it. You have to excuse my dogs. They hear Henry out in the garage. He's playing while I'm playing. So they're being watchdogs. At least they think they are. They'd greet you and tell you hi if you came in, but they have to at least pretend they're going to get someone. Okay. All right, now that we divined it out, we are going to go in and pack it in. And we're gonna kind of blend it over, shape it out a little more.
Are you done?
No. Always rushing me. And again, we're going to go under the eye. Tie it all together. Okay. So that is both eyes. Well, those are both eyes completed with the shading. Now we're going to add the fun colors. deepen this one up a little more. Just so they balance out a little more. Okay, so down the middle, we have 3 more like metallic-y glitter shades. So these are better applied either with a brush that you can use some Fix Plus on, which you don't have to be fancy and get Fix Plus. You can use water. I use a setting spray or Fix Plus to wet it, or you can apply it with your finger. So on one eye, I'm going to show you how it looks to apply with your finger. On the other eye, we're going to apply it with a wet brush, okay? To apply these kinds of eyeshadows, you're going to need a flat brush like this one. This right here is this is actually a crown brush. I remember getting these. I don't remember which box I got these in. I want to say this was a FabFitFun from a while ago. I think it was an add-on that I did that I really, really liked. And I love these brushes. I actually love the crown brushes a lot. I use them all the time. This is a crown brush. They're throughout. This one is. I actually use the whole collection that I got from them. So yeah, we're gonna wet this one down because this is the one I use all the time for this. And we are going to. And what I would do if you are going to start using a setting spray for wetting your brushes down is just go and get a drugstore setting spray. I have the more expensive setting sprays, and then I have ones like the drugstore, like Milani, that I like to use sometimes. If I'm not going anywhere, but I wanted something on my face and I don't want it to go anywhere, I just set it with a cheaper spray. And then I have like the Anastasia Dewy set, and then I have my MAC setting spray, and then I also have the Urban Decay All Nighter, which those are not cheap setting sprays. I don't use them to wet my brushes down. Like I said, you can dip it in water. It's the same thing. I just so happen to have setting spray, and your girl's gonna use it. Okay? All right. So now that that's nice and wet, we are going to go into, let's do, you know what? We're going to add a step. I'm going to mix it up. We are going to we're going to take like one of these little fun fluffy brushes, not the kind that you blended with the first time, but the more lightly packed brush. We're going to go in this little corner color right here that is called Get Crackin'. Oh my God, the names on these are so cute. We are just going to go right in the middle, and we are going to put that on here as a middle color. You cannot mess this step up, so do not be nervous. That's all you're gonna do. Go in circles. That's it. What that's gonna do is now we have blended 2 colors together, and it's going to set you up to put in this new one, okay? And same thing for the other eye. Oh, this color. All these colors have been so pretty. I have not used Colourpop's foundations or anything, but I've heard that they are also amazing, completely affordable. I did just see that they dropped those red lips. Colourpop is going to be literally listed on my divorce papers if they don't stop. So now if this is wet, we are actually going to go in with Cocoa Rush, which is this one right here in the middle. So just take your brush, pull it down lightly. Don't dig into your colors. A lot of people do that. You don't have to dig into your colors. Look how much that picked up, just lightly going over it, okay? Now, when you go up here, you want to pack this on. Ooh, she's pretty. So if you don't want to sparkle, you don't have to do this step. You can just leave it on the other ones. You know, without these. But I think that these are just so pretty, and they kind of highlight the eye. So it brings in a bunch of color. You're going to think, well, why did we just put all that other color on there if we're going to cover it up? I don't cover up the whole eye. I just cover up the sides. Now we'll go ahead and put this on there. Like push into the crease and right here. And look at that. Look how beautiful that is. The same brush that we just used to apply that really fun color, I'm going to go in, I'm going to push this around a little bit. We're going to basically marry these colors together. I can't even with these colors, girls. So now we're going to go in with this side and we're going to use our finger. They're very, very buttery. Look at that. Look how much it picked up. Colourpop, you just can't. I haven't met a Colourpop palette I didn't love. People are constantly like buying new ones and reselling. Oh, look how good it picks up even with your finger. So you don't even have to wet your brush, and look at that. Colourpop, I don't know how they do it. Great palettes for cheap prices, constantly on sale. They are constantly bringing out new Colourpop palettes all the time. I mean, I don't know how they do it. Every time I turn around, there's another one coming out, and I'm like, your girl can't even keep up. I wish I could. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go back. We're going to blendy blend blend. So the difference between this is that on this finger one, you have less control over where it goes. Over here, it's very clean. See? So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this brush. I'm going to clean this up. Probably should pack that. Yeah, that's better. It's beautiful if you just wanted to use your finger and do it, but oh gosh, these colors. So there we go. That is the completed eye shadow part, but we're not done. No, we're not done. So we also want to go in and highlight our inner corners. You can use a highlight for that, or typically in these Colourpop palettes, they always put one little pretty color in there that you can use for a highlight. So we are going to do that. We're going to go in there and we're going to do that. I use just a little teeny tiny brush here, and we're going to go in, we're going to pop that right there on our inner corners. We do have some fallout, we can clean that all up later. Just puts a little highlight in the corner there. Again, these are super buttery, so don't dig into the colors because once you push it in, it's going to be there. There we go. Since I've already done my eyebrows, we're going to go ahead and highlight the eyebrow bone. So again, we're going to take that same color, and we're just going to go under here, and we're going to highlight that. And just gonna give it a little sparkle under there. What girl doesn't like to sparkle? All right, so that is the eye look we've created with using the Colourpop Coconuts palette. I actually love this palette. A lot of people don't like to do the dark eyes, but I happen to think that they look beautiful on people because it really, really defines them. So there are two different things that we can do. Some people like to do sultry eyes, which you can do with the black liner. Some people like to use white, which pops the eyes open. So we're going to do one eye with white, one eye with black. We're also going to do one eye with some liquid eyeliner on there and mascara, and the other eye we're just going to leave alone. The white one opens the eye, so we're going to use that one on the eye that we're not going to do liquid eyeliner on. And you just pop this right here in your waterline. The white eyeliner I use is from Colourpop as well. It is the only white eyeliner I've ever used in my waterline that stays. It is literally like $5 to $6 for one pencil, and one pencil will last you a very long time. So you're going to see a big difference in the eyes. That's the white one. So it really opens up the eye. Now you're going to notice the black one is going to kind of bring my eye together and create a more sultry look. This black liner is also from Colourpop. I actually have the whole liner collection that I'd gotten a while ago when they had the vault when it first came out. I went ahead and purchased the whole thing because I liked all the different colors, just to kind of have fun with. So as you can see, my face looks so uneven now. So what this one did was it brought my eye together. It looks way smaller. This one opened my eye up. So for real fun looks, if you're just doing like a good summer look or anything like that, this is the way to go because it just opens everything up. Date nights, or anything of that sort. The black eyeliner is really good because you're creating that sultry, seductive kind of look. So now I'm actually going to be using the Betty Boop by Ipsy Drawn to You eyeliner. This actually, I do not get the Ipsy, but this was given to me by someone because they were never going to use it because they can't do liquid eyeliner. It is by far one of my most favorite liquid eyeliners I've ever used. So we are going to be using that. And then we're going to move on to our cheeks. I also have the Coconuts bronzers, so we're going to be using both of those, and then we're going to use a little bit of blush, and we're going to finish off some highlighter and some of the I have the 4 lippies from the Coconut collection as well, so we're going to put one of those on, and then that will be the completed look. All right. This eyeliner is just amazing the way it goes on. The tip is so soft, but it really, really just is so easy to make the wing. I always do that. I don't care how fast it dries. I always fan my eyeshadow before, excuse me, my liquid eyeliner before opening my eyes. There we go. There's the wing look. Like I said, we're not going to be doing any sort of eyelashes or anything. And there is some fallout on my face, so we are going to take my big, giant, trusty brush here. We're just going to dust that off. I have not ever been one of those people who can do my eyes or anything before my foundation, so I always have to dust my face off. So next, we are going to be doing the mascara, and I just grabbed the Too Faced Better Than Sex. It's always been a really, really great product. I always curl my eyelashes, but today we're just going to put them on. This mascara has just always been one of my favorites. It does come in a waterproof. I don't use waterproof mascara unless I just absolutely need it. I don't even think I used waterproof mascara on my wedding day, just because it clogs your pores, and yeah, I ain't trying to have that. And then over here, like I said, we're going to keep this eye more natural for those that don't like the heavier eye makeup, or those that just want to keep it more natural looking. And I put a lot of coats on my lashes. I also go on top of my lashes like this, brush them down, and then back up. That way it gives them a lot more volume, or they look thicker and, you know, more seductive. And then you want to love your top eyelashes a lot, but then you want to just give a little love to your bottom ones. So on those, just kind of hit them like that. Just enough to give them some definition, but not too much. You don't want spider lashes. If the little eye trick that I learned is if you ever get mascara on your eyeshadow or anything, one thing that you can do is just let it dry. Don't panic. Just move on. Keep going. One thing you can do after that is take one of your little eyeliner definers here and take the spoolie part after it dries. Make sure it's completely dry, and you can buff it off with this. It'll just kind of chip it right off. Don't go too deep into your eyeshadow or anything, because then you'll be chipping that off too, and you'll have to, you know, go back and do some repairs, and we don't want to do that. So that's our eye look. Easy, open, nice eye look over here. Seductive, darker look over here. Either way, you're going to get what you want. Probably more with this eye though. I mean, look at that wing. I'm cutting everybody today. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the cheeks. So with the Coconuts palette, it actually only comes with 2 bronzers. When I ordered the peach collection, it actually came with 2 bronzers and a blush. We're going to be using the peach blush with it today. I only use a little bit of blush. I don't use a lot. These bronzers are super, super pigmented, so you could actually contour with these as well. So we're just gonna lightly hit the cheeks with a little bit of this. So I'm gonna do the lighter one on this side, the darker one on this side. So like I said, these are super, super pigmented. Look at this. So just be careful. Made a mess. Go right on that cheekbone. Hey, girl. Kind of pull it right in. You always want to go kind of downward. Like that. And it'll help define out that. One good thing about having one too that's really dark is that, and then you also too want to pull it up here. When you're contouring, if you wanted to contour, this would pull your forehead downward, and you would, when you're contouring, you kind of go upward like this right here, and it creates this really beautiful shadow around your face. So we're just gonna go around a little bit here. So on this side, we used the Coconut Beach color on that side. Now on the other side, we're going to be using Talk to the Palm. Sounds like me. Again, just go upwards. You want to go right up there. I'm just going to define out your cheekbone. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to pull it up here. So basically when you're using bronzers and whatnot, you want to make basically a 3 on your face. So 1, 2, 3. It's part of contouring. You go down here, and this is going to contour out your jawline. I didn't really do any contouring today, but this creates a shadow down here too. So you go here and then under, and that will help thin out your face as well. So now it created a shadow. So we'll go to the other side and do that too. I'm a little balanced. So 1, 2, and then 3. All right, so that is our cheeks with the bronzers. And now we are going to be using the peach blush. This color is Frisky Business, and I like the peach just because it puts just a little color on your cheeks, not too much. Just a subtle look. So just that subtle peach. I'm much more into peaches on my cheeks than I am pinks and reds. I have them and I use them, but they're not my favorite. So for highlighting today, we are going to be using the Benefit Cookie. This has been one of my favorite highlighters. This is the Jeffree Star highlighting brush. I do use this all the time for my highlight. So we're just going to put it in there, and I just give it a little spin, a little tip. And then right here, right on this bone right here, we're going to use this. We're going to highlight. Look at that highlight. And I usually kind of go up a little bit and down. Same thing on this side. And up. All right, look at that. Oh, this cookie highlighter is just, oh, out of this world. I'm so glad when they finally came out with it by itself, because it used to just be in like this little palette, so you get this little bitty square. They came out with this whole thing. Your girl had to go get it. Then we're going to go down the bridge of the nose and tip of the nose. You want to highlight where the lights would hit your face, and you want to highlight it. A lot of people highlight the forehead. Why you want to do that? I just do a little dust through here. I call it dust. I just dust myself. And then a little through here. Tip of the nose again. And then Cupid's bow. I have to do that because I don't have those nice puffy lips where you can just do that. And then the chin. There we go. And now we're just going to apply a little pretty lip color from the Coconuts collection, and we are done. So let's see. One other thing I did get from here is the coconut lip scrub and the lip balm, just because I did happen to order the whole collection. So we are just going to go in with the Just a Tint, and it's called Island Time. So this is just like a nice lip gloss. I actually haven't used any of these. So yeah. So that is it using the Going Coconuts Colourpop collection. eye look that we used again. This is if you want the more seductive, sultry look. This is if you want the more fun, go with the flow look, I think. Like I said, when you use a white liner, it opens your eye. When you use the dark liner, it makes it more closed, more, you know, seductive look. And I actually love both. I use white liner most of the time during the week, but then sometimes when your girl just wants to look a little bit more, hey, I do use black liner. So let me know in the comments down below which one you liked more, or if you had a preference on either one. I usually don't. So thank you so much for watching this video today. There are a lot more coming. I got a lot more makeup for Christmas this year. I got the Conspiracy palette, the mini, and the obviously the Conspiracy palette. I got a lot of the Profusion palettes from my parents, and then also got the Tossie Volume 1 palette. So those will be coming soon as well. I'm very, very excited about filming with those. So yeah, I look forward to doing more videos and tutorials. If you have any requests, please leave them down below. I would love to do them. I've done a makeup routine, or the skincare routine, which I've gotten a lot of feedback on, so I appreciate that. Like I said, leave them down below. I would love, 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 love to do the ones that you guys request. And then I want to do a couple of wild ones, so I want to do some really fun colors coming up. The Conspiracy palette is going to be my crazy palette to go with. I am really looking forward to it. So thank you guys. I hope you all had a great and blessed holiday with your families and friends if you stayed with them. Our friends are our family. Sometimes I have a lot of those. So thank you so much for watching this. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. And yeah, have a great night. Thank you.